Pastoral Counseling and Education Center provides a variety of professional counseling services.
As a senior staff counselor, I've had the opportunity to work with employees.
Well, my
who've
name
been
is Sue
referred to me
McCoy,
by their
and I was married for many years to a Presbyterian clergy. My degree was in education, but I went back to graduate school to become a marriage and family therapist. I went down to the counseling center to do a residency for 2 years, and at that time, everyone that was there were clergy. It was very exciting to me, and there were not a lot of women in that particular field. This group of clergy from all different denominations would meet together. Greater Dallas Community of Churches, it was called. They decided that they didn't have the skills to do all the counseling. So they went to Dr. Pepper, who was the head of the chaplaincy at Parkland, and he started the center.
The center started in 1968 to be a resource for all the community.
I have been basically in love with the counseling center for almost 45 years as a therapist, and then as the marketing development person, and then being on the board.
The impression I got of Sue, and I don't think I was wrong then, and I don't think I'm wrong now, is that she's very much a calming factor. And she's very open-minded, and she brings a wealth of knowledge about the center.
We're quite frankly humbled by those who came before us, and we're excited about those we have now and for future staff to continue that mission. I'm reminded of the importance of carrying on that legacy.
As a board member, what I feel most proud of being part of this organization is the ability that we have to remove barriers to mental health care. We make mental health care accessible to all. And that's no easy feat, but we have satellite offices all over not just Dallas, but into other communities such as McKinney or into parts of West Dallas.
We're very honored to serve alongside other nonprofits who are meeting a wide variety of needs.
We have been at Trinity River Mission involved with the center for about 2 years now, working in an area where it's primarily Hispanic and African American families. It really is taboo to push, socio-emotional training and skills and learning and counseling and things like that. But with the help of the center, they really have helped us to be able to break that taboo and that stereotype. Our families are much more open to be able to come to counseling. When I say families, I'm not just talking about moms and kids. I'm talking about moms and dads and siblings and cousins, which is quite awesome to be able to have that familial foundation in counseling. We've had teens where they've given suicidal ideations right there in the middle of programming, and because the center was on staff and they were here, they were able to talk to those students and really get them the services that they needed, which is really important for us because we are after-school program providers. We are not social workers, we are not counselors, we are not case managers.
When I got here, I saw the need was great. We were backlogged with patients. Backlog with folks, neighbors that needed this counseling, this critical, vital thing. So Brad and I sat down and I said, okay, how are we gonna grow this? And he says, well, here's the plan. So we looked at it, we thought about it, and we figured out that we're gonna provide counseling every day of the week here at Brother Bill's in some capacity. And it just so happens that we have Marisol here on Mondays and Tuesdays helping out with kids. We have Robin here on Wednesdays helping out with adults. Andres is here on Thursdays helping out with our Spanish speakers, and Jackie also on Fridays helping out with some Spanish speakers as well. The remission rates for anxiety and depression are the best that UT Southwestern has for their Vital Signs 6 program here at Brother Bill's. So that's a real great statement of the efficacy of the work that the center is able to do here at Brother Bill's. It's a reaffirming and a beautiful thing that we have such a great partner that we trust.
I think that what is happening here is generational change. I work with the parents as much as I work with the kids that I serve, and I teach them how to change even the communication in the family dynamics. So we're breaking generational patterns of relating. One of the things that I've always pay attention is what are God's priorities? And when I see Christ ministry, I see that his priority is always the poor. Part of what I've been able to see here, it's families understanding that regardless of their past, they have the possibility of working with their everyday situations, managing their emotions, improving their communication.
People walk out of your office and you think, gosh, I hope it was helpful. You know? But I actually am in a church where I used to do a lot of counseling. So I see people that I saw years ago, and they'll come up to me sometimes and say, thank you, or I was going through this grief. And so it's very, that's affirming, and so I have to give God the credit for allowing me to be in that position, and then to have some feedback, which I didn't expect.
Any of us can be knocked off balance. Any of us can go through a challenge that we, quite frankly, wonder if we'll ever make it through. We have witnessed and seen the impact on several generations already. We are looking forward to continuing to serve to see future generations be impacted by our work. So we're here to help people now, but we know just as the previous 50 years have brought people hope, we are here for the next 50 years.